This new phone is the first of its kind. The first of its kind for NUU, yes, NUU, NUU, the smartphone brand, just in case you haven't heard of them before watching this video, and the first of its kind in North America. Now, we're going to talk about this phone and why it's such a unique device and why it's breaking a lot of new ground for NUU. But first of all, we got to talk about this design and finish. And in my opinion, after testing and daily driving at least half dozen or more NUU phones, this is the most premium look and feel I've experienced from the brand thus far. This has a really slim, streamlined body that makes it feel super thin in your hands with good ergos, and this midnight gray satin finish gives it a really elegant shimmer in certain light. But to be honest though, this is blue. It's blue, right? At least dark blue. Am I the only one? Comment down below. Let me know what you think. It has a 6.7-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display at 394 pixels per inch with a peak brightness of 1100 nits. And I have to say, this is a really beautiful display. It's sharp, vibrant, and vivid. Colors pop, images pop off the screen, and is an amazing display to watch content on. So, one of the pièces de résistance of this smartphone is the secondary display right here on the back inside the camera island. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna come back to the cameras later, but this is a 1.6-inch touchscreen AMOLED display that is capable of executing various tasks such as, showing you time and date, as well as always on display. It can show you your media controls to control your music. It can show you call and message preview from the back, as well as, it can give you a viewfinder for taking selfies. Similar to what we would call wallpapers on the main display, the Vista display has a feature that they call dials. And right now there's about 10 dials available in the app to switch out on this display, and I can see a lot more coming down the road. And if they open this thing up to customization, I can see where the community can create some really good and creative dials that could serve the community that I would definitely, because the ones they have right now is pretty simple, but I know with customization, the community can create some really good ones. And I'm looking forward to that. All right, so let's talk cameras, because we're gonna come back to this Vista display later. You get a 64 megapixel main shooter, as well as a 2 megapixel macro camera. And like I've said so many times before, nobody cares too much about these 2 megapixel macro cameras, so you can actually leave it off of the phone. Trust me, nobody's gonna miss it. You also get a 16 megapixel selfie camera, and the video resolution on the rear camera taps out at 2K. I'm assuming 30 frames per second, because why would it go any lower? But you can definitely shoot in 1080p with electronic image stabilization, and it got pro mode as well as a film mode, and the film mode gives you some LUTs to put on top of your images so you can have that stylized look. It also has a few other features such as dual view mode, where you can have the front and the rear camera recording at the same time. Great for certain vlogs if you're out and about in certain places and you want to show somebody what's going on, but you want to show them your face at the same time, so you can say, yeah, we're seeing the same thing. It's not a new feature, it's been around for a while, but you do get it here. The night mode and portrait mode all seem well improved over previous gen on other NUU phones that I've tested, so it's either a better sensor inside this one, or it could just be that they improved the image processing through the chipset and the new algorithm, but I don't know. Either way, the images definitely much better.
Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe.
The B40 is being powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 7025 chipset, and the IMG BMX8256 GPU, and this chipset is capable of doing amazing things, but I think it was chosen for two main reasons, and that is because of the image and display processing and the low power consumption. This only comes in one flavor, 256 gig, 8 gigs of RAM with no expandable storage support, with a massive 5000 mAh battery that supports 33 watt fast charging. However, you do get that fast charger inside the package. Plus, this one comes with a clean, smooth version of Android 15 out of the box. So back to this Vista display. This is the first of its kind on the market in North America. Now, don't get me wrong, this type of secondary display was already introduced back in September with the China-only release of the Xiaomi 17 and 17 Pro Max. But this right here, this is groundbreaking for NUU, because this is the type of tech that no other smartphone brand in North America is offering their customers to switch things up and make things a little bit more interesting, and NUU has taken that bold step as a smaller brand versus these bigger ones that dominate in the market. And this NUU is creeping up on you. Trust me, they are. However, this falls under being a gimmick and really cool in my opinion. A gimmick because at launch, there's a limited amount of functionality that you get from this display, but those limited functions is really cool in my opinion. You can check your message notification, although you can't read your messages from the display, and the media control is pretty cool. And I also like that compass that they have. It's a really nice touch, and as well, you already know you can use it as a viewfinder for taking high quality selfies. Although I am a little disappointed that there's no way for you to use this as a viewfinder in the main app while shooting video. So there's no way for you to switch to the rear display so you can use it as a viewfinder. I will encourage NUU to definitely work on having this feature, because this is what everybody's waiting for. So if you could roll that out in an app update in the not so distant future, yeah, like I say, everyone's waiting on that. Now it has to be said that this is the most premium version of a smartphone that NUU has released to date, in my opinion. Well, except for this tramp stamp right here. I mean, NUU, you could have made this a little bit smaller or just a silhouette. You didn't have to have it this big and bold. I don't know why smartphone companies think putting this big tramp stamp on there. That's why D brand exists. You know, I'm not giving them any plug, but D brand was to just de-brand your phone, because sometimes you just want your phone to look simple without any name. So if next time you could just make this a silhouette, you can look and you see it, but when you hold it up, it's not as bold as it is. Sorry I had to rant on that one, but hey, you know, at least now you know. But I mean, the reason why I said that this is one of the best version of a smartphone they've released today is because this is coming from someone who has a long history with new smartphones. I mean, coming all the way back from the G3 and G3 Plus days when, I mean, those were bangers of a smartphone from NUU. And this is just kind of that spirit animal of those smartphones back then. It's more refined, a better touch and feel of, you know, that essence of how good those phones were. This kind of embodies some of that, which is pretty cool. That's what I'm just trying to say. Yes, nothing about the technology that they're using is brand new to the global market. I mean, it's out there already, like I said. But this type of refined packaging, it's a first for NUU. Very good chipset, good performance, a really good display. I mean, it's not stereo speaker, but it's loud enough and it sounds pretty good. The best camera performance and imaging processing I've seen from the brand thus far, at least in my opinion. I'm not sure about what anybody else think, because the reason why I say that is because I test a lot. I even have other new phones right now and I kind of test and compare. I see some slight improvements. So as kudos to NUU, I see they're working on that area, which is one of their weakest points. And in this one, it has been improved, so Yeah, but I mean, it's still not up to the caliber of some of the more higher tier, mid-range smartphones that are available right now. But those are a little bit more expensive, to be honest, so I can't hold it too much against NUU for that. This is really affordable. Now tell me, did they refine this and had enough functionality, especially with the new Vista display, to compel you to buy this for $299 versus a comparable mid-range, mid-tier phone that is available right now? That's a question that you would have to ask yourself. I can't answer that for you, but I do like this one. Well, based on my experience with new devices, this right here is really refreshing, and it kind of showed that the brand's headspace is heading in the right direction in terms of innovation and just bringing new stuff to the market, which is pretty cool. This one right here is showing a lot of potential, and it's not promising too much, but to be completely honest, it has delivered a lot more than I expected. So yeah, for that one, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a buy if you're interested in a new device, or you're looking for a brand new smartphone and you want something that, you know, tell a little bit different story for you. It's pretty smooth, it's clean. They did a good job with this one. I mean, there was a few things, like I said, like this tramp stamp and a couple other things that, you know, need some update over time. Some of it software and others. Other than that, yeah, I think it's a go if you want this one. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description where you can find this, or in a pinned comment, or you could probably get this on a discount, or you can maybe get it for a lot less than the current price. So make sure you check those links to see if you can still grab it on a discounted price, because I think at $200-ish, this is a steal. If you can get it for that, take my advice. Just check the link down in the description. All right, so if you watch this video up to this point, then obviously you are a G at, and yeah, you deserve something. Because I have two of these and I can only use one. So if you want to see me do a giveaway with one of these, then definitely leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know you want to see a giveaway with a new device, because it's a pretty cool device. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button on your way out. If you're not subscribed to this channel yet, you can't win if you're not subscribed. I'm not going to give it to anyone that is not subscribed to the channel. So you definitely have to subscribe. Turn on notification so you can know when a new video drop. Yeah, and yeah, if you can also jump over to my Instagram. If you see a picture with these, definitely leave a like and comment down there also. You never know, you might get bonus points for that. But yeah, let me know what you think about this one. Click my face to get subscribed, and if you want to see more videos like these, yeah, definitely keep supporting, because the more you watch, the more I can get to do cool stuff like this and check out really cool stuff. Big up yourself. It's your boy.